One laptop.
Are we live? Oh my god, we're live. Hey guys, welcome to the Atlas. Wait, where's the camera focus? We just fell from Earth. My name is Razor. I almost said my actual name. And then this is Cairo. And Cairo, we got quite an interesting start here. Obviously, we were waiting an hour for this, but I think that amps up the excitement a little bit. We've got Swamp, we've got Tropics, and we've got quite the interesting game right ahead of us. As we should probably get to our balloons and stop blocking them. But
we're a little bit on the field.
I mean, this is quite the collision that everyone's been waiting for. I mean, you've got Cheesemaster in his first game, and he's going to be debuting twice, as he's got his team playing against not only Swamp for the first game, but also against Bowler.
Very true. We've got a classic matchup. T-Bone versus Cheesemaster. The cheese system versus the system player.
Ooh. I like the way you put that. I do think that T-Bone has kind of been meshed into a lot of systems, but Cheese has been the one running his crew. You know, he's been the one behind all the puppets, pulling all the strings for his team, and I'm interested to see if his style is going to work out this time around. He's still searching for his cup victory. He has no star to his name, only a second place in the Euro 2016. That's about as far as he's gotten, so quite a lot to play for here for Cheesemaster.
I know he is feeling absolutely tropical today. He's got his teammate Jeetlore. You'd never see them apart, and they are very dangerous on the offensive end. And we've also got I Am the Egg, a rising star on the mid side. Very classic. We got Matt, always in the defense, very, very good.
Stellar player.
Yeah, and then we have a new goalie, actually, Penley, dropping in from the Minecraft Football League. And he has been absolutely grinding.
Over 14 years old at this point? So
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, quite a young goaltender. I think that most of us started playing Blockland soccer around this young age, but most of the players that you have here on the field are older. You know, they're players that have been around the cut quite a while. I mean, I think the youngest player besides Penley at this point is Egg. Everyone else has that 3+ year experience, maybe even further. I mean, you know, you've got players that have captured cups in the previous years, and you've got players that are still searching for that T-Bone. 4 cups to his name. I think currently still holding the record for the most cups won. Looking for his 5th in the goaltender position instead of his famous midfield/attacking lineup.
Yeah, that is actually an interesting thing to point out, that T-Bone has taken the goalkeeper role, which he has played in a lot of scrims, very often filling in, but never in a cup. So I'm very excited to see how it turns out.
Indeed. And, you know, he's been training, he's been working on it, but goalkeeping is usually a position that you just are kind of birthed into, right? I mean, you play goalkeeper because that's all you know, but not the case for T-Bone. Quite a flexible player, and I think a lot of these players are flexible. I mean, usually you have Drydas at this midfield/defender position. He's just well known for it, but he's played other things. He's played goalkeeper. There's so many different ways that you can play Drydas, and a lot of these system players that you're talking about, they've been integrated for a very, very long time. So to have someone like Penley, who is, I think, 16, that's what you'd have said, to have a player like Penley on the field who is just brand spanking new and he's immediately going into a system team, very interesting. But the whistle is blown, and ladies and gentlemen, we got a cup to start here. Uicree is going to start with the ball, but already contested by Jeetlore. He's making it quite a long distance, but with no one to pass to, it's just going to be him on his own. Kingston trying to receive that, but no, cleared by John Matt.
Yeah, and we're definitely going to be looking for the Cheesemaster fast breaks. He's very good at getting it up the field very fast cross court passes. His system is all about getting the ball to the most available option, and you'll just pass it so much that the defense gets confused, and we can see him going for it, but getting blocked out of bounds.
Usually whenever you have a team like Cheesemaster, you know, or we have a captain like Cheesemaster running the team, you have you have like more triangulated positions and you have people flooding the box. But right now, that's exactly what's happening on the side of Swamp. As you can see, very difficult to break through this line. However, the steal from Sonokito could possibly be it. Cheesemaster looking for anything he possibly can, but Sono's got this clear here. He's got Uicree to pass up to as well.
One thing about this Swamp team is that they have a very strong offensive line. Sono, Uicree, and Kingston, all very dangerous players on the offensive side.
Could potentially have our first goal of this cup. Nope, but it is blocked. That was close, though.
Very dangerous there. Matt getting the block, though. Trying to get the first shot on goal for Swamp here.
Aerial combat's the name of the game right now for a lot of the new meta attackers such as Vonsky and Uikrees. Jumpmat has adapted, and it looks like he might not be able to adapt to this one, though. It's swung into the post! That's a tragedy. Sono, second shot on goal here for Swamp is no good. It's cleared up. No one there to receive it, but Egg might be able to catch up to this.
Wow, that's a very unfortunate moment. That should have definitely been a goal. And that's the only time you're really going to see the standing shots is when someone is just completely wide open. Otherwise, when the defense is set up, you're going to see a lot of jump shots.
Yeah, it's textbook at the moment, but Cheesemaster stalling out right now. Sono trying to find the opening. It's deep right into Waldo, though.
I think he was looking for the cut there from Dumb Matt, but just a little bit over-ambitious on that. And Waldo, you can't mess up your pass even a little bit with him.
Trying to cut over. Kingston's positioning is too strong, though. That's that experience right there. Kingston knows exactly where to be at the right time. Still got Uikrees open right now, but Jeetlor with that big contest. He's not known to be a player like this who is just able to kind of play defensively. Jeetlor is purely striker, but at the moment he is showing his flexibility just a little bit. Sonokito trying to get it to Uikrees, but Cheesemaster, an absolute 18-wheeler sized hitbox, will stop that ball over to Egg. He's got it in box, though. Walter's the only one to stop it.
Oh,
Egg's got through two. Oh, my goodness. Egg was weaving through those players.
If only he got that pass a little bit earlier, he would have had a very good chance, but he still got pretty close. Oh, that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
Fast-flowing game already. You see both teams getting their equal opportunities, equal breaks. Over to Jeetlor, playing a really far back position right now. I'm not sure if they're running a defense.
I think Matt is just playing a very aggressive defender right now, the offensive defender, where you sit up above the midline and try to be there for your team.
I think they're kind of reading also into the fact that Swamp is a slow rotating team. Uikrees is really the only one that kind of knows how to just get deep into field and pose a challenge. But speaking of challenge, Jeetlor up in the air, Sonokita with a beautiful block there. That's that you're going to see a lot of that this cup. Cut over there, Norable with the save, but right back in the possession here of Swamp. It'll be cleared. Beautiful header, and now it's over Cheesemaster, but Cheesemaster will most likely receive.
That was a bit unfortunate. Kingston was definitely trying to pick up that header, but he was just a little too late rotating back, and it bounced off of his own head as well.
Still an opportunity here for Tropics, but Uikree's beautiful cut. That's what you need, those solo plays. But he's just having a hard time picking up this ball. Kingston open up front, so anything can happen at this point. Drydes very far up. You talked about that aggressive defensive play style. He's being a stronghold in the midfield, but you've got Cheese and Egg back. Jeetlor with a beautiful steal, and once again, a contested game.
Yeah, Matt is a very good on-ball defender, so it's not uncommon to see him going up forward while his other teammates, as they rotate back, they'll be taking the spot close to the goalie.
Cheese up in the air, over to Jeetlor.
Oh! Jeetlor was almost there.
He had the opening. He absolutely had the read there. Jeetlor just couldn't get it in time, but the attack is still progressing. You've got Matt clear as well here. Anyone to pass to at this point. You either go dangerous or you go extremely safe, but Cheese cutting it through Sonokito and Kingston. Beautiful play so far from him, but Uikrees will pick up on that. Cheese with a steal. Egg has possession of that. He needs to pass it, though. He's got Uikrees on him, and Uikrees can defend like there's two players inside of him instead of one. Does not.
Very true. Each horn.
Has he got that?
What?
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, but you could see on that offensive possession that that's a very classic Cheese system setup. Oh, hang on a second. We got a fast breakaway opportunity right here, but it is 3-on-2. Cheese has made it back in, but Sono.
Egg. Problem with Egg here is he's got these. Every time he has the ball, it's a soft reaction there. Egg so close.
That was a very good shot, but unfortunately it was right at T-Bone. He didn't really have to react too much to get it. And that's honestly pretty common for the cup nerves. As soon as you get that open shot, you have to make that decision so fast.
Yeah, and Egg has kind of been that slow reaction player. He's very delicate in his decision making, but he has to be quick now as he's got the ball potentially in his hands, but absolutely not. Sonokito clears that one. Egg gets it though, in the box by himself. However, it's a nice try. But
this is dangerous. But Matt is gonna get ahead. That's the thing, is that even if it looks like a player has a breakaway opportunity, it's very hard to dribble at such a speed where the defense isn't going to catch up to you. Oh, big snatch by Penley.
That went right through Cheesemaster. That could have been fatal had Penley not been there. Decision making.
Egg is ahead.
Egg is making a breakaway. There's no way Sonokito does catch up to it, though. A very fast rotating player. This three-pronged setup that we're seeing from Tropics on the offensive line, where you have three trying to storm the point like a trident, it's not working out right now. They're trying to get three players up and in the face of Swamp, but at this point, they're crowding the box. It's very similar to a team that we're going to be seeing later on in the Cup, being Savannah, that has a very defensive playstyle. Swamp, however, now have to go on the offense pass. Unfortunately, lands right into the hands there of Dumb Matt. Beautiful positioning from him, and he'll be able to clear this one as well. However, Uicrease and Sono still on the pursuit. It's up, and it's over, and it's dry.
Oof, that was a bit of an unfortunate pass. But yeah, Tropics, they're kind of falling into a pattern where they're just sort of letting Cheese dribble up at top, and everyone's kind of watching him. But if that happens, there's not much movement that's happening in the Swamp defense. They don't have to think too hard, and they're not going to make very many mistakes in that situation.
Swamp now on the attack, though. Uicrease, he's got three behind him. He's got to make this one work. Unfortunately, he will not. It's snagged once again by Penley. Good read from him.
Penley is really good at grabbing the ball in situations where he can shut down fast break opportunities just by being in the right position at the right time.
Look at this clamp, though. Uicrease is just trying to just grab this ball from G-Lore. Yui has nowhere to pass to at the moment. Kingston is going to have to make his way up the field, but Yui is still able to get this attack going. All that matters. Cheesemaster, however, will weave right in between his attack. Uicrease, very good player, solid. The most expensive player this entire Cup, sitting at around 100k credits, has not found a single goal for his team just yet, and it's been quite the time. 6 minutes have passed, and all of these attacks have been for naught.
Wow, yeah.
Down the back line.
It just felt like a lot has happened, and it's only been 6 minutes so far. There could have been a goal opportunity for both teams here, but they both unfortunately missed them. But
Uicrease big
here.
Moment, one-on-one. There it is. First goal of the Cup, ladies and gentlemen. It goes to Uicrease, the most expensive player in this entire league. And who better to score the first goal? Swamp go up first. 1-0. Over to try this. Big question here is, what's the Tropics response? Egg's got it.
That was such a smart. That's so smart. Honestly, that pass. It's honestly not a good idea. Like if you're trying to pass over someone's head, 9 times out of 10, the defense is just gonna, hit that with their body, or they're gonna header it out of the way. But if you're sitting in front of that defense and you can just get a straight line pass, that is much easier to get.
It's over Ty and the Egg. He's got 4 people. Look at this setup here from Swamp. Kingston trying to get it out of the way. It's a bit of a dog pile. Tropics will pick it up, though. Egg, he has an opportunity here, but it's coming very limited. His window of opportunity has ran out, but he's trying to gain yet another one. Tropics really trying to pick up the scraps right now, but Uicrease has got the break here. He's got Sonokito ahead as well. The pass is good, but it will bounce right off of him and right into Tropics territory. They'll infest on that ball like it's blood in a shark tank, but
almost like they're mosquitoes coming out the water, being attracted by that ball.
Well,
and here it is again, Cheesemaster with the dribbling, and such a good pass. No, Ravo has really been on the ball today, because that was not a bad shot. It was a little closer to center than I would have liked, but that was still a very good shot and very fast reaction by G-Lore. He's very good at that.
Yeah, I was going to say that. G-Lore's a very fast, zippy player. Whenever he has the ball, he's going to try and make that attempt at any means necessary. Even as a defender, your positioning isn't 100% certain. Waldo will miss the jump shot, but usually clears this one out. Very good positioning from Waldo, and it's over to what should be Swamp territory. Uicrease picks it up and now wants to make a break towards the net. Once again, pushing the knife deeper.
Waldo is a very, very consistent goalie or defender. He will not usually, if he gets the ball, he's going to get a clear out 9 times out of 10.
Definitely not flashy, but just gets the job done. Very clinical.
The big fundamental, as nobody calls him, but now I will call him that.
You're coining that term. I like it. The big fundamental.
Uicrease, honestly, most of the time, I'd rather people pass out of the double team, but Uicrease is very good at getting around the double. But unfortunately, if you stay in it a little too long, you're just bound to make a mistake. Oh, a little bit of ghost ball situation, but dumb Matt comes out with it. Oh, a little bit.
Just look at this.
A little bit anxious on that pass in. I think was looking for cheese, but he did not quite cut hard enough. And you see, that's the issue. You go for the high passes, not the straight lines, and it just gives the defense an opportunity to take over.
Swamp now for the setup. Waldo. Gotta be very careful there, but clears it out. Once again, though, Tropics on this rotate back.
Tropics playing a very heavy man-to-man defense. They're just putting one person on each player. And that makes it hard to get the passes through. Oh, big shot.
G-Lore is that executor. He is the one that makes the plays happen, but unfortunately it has just been dry from him. He cannot seem to find himself at all in this situation. It's a nail-biter of a game already. Sono Keto bouncing around G-Lore here, making good progress up the field, but what is this going to translate to is the question. Yui Kree's bouncing back and forth with him. They've got this possibly shot in net.
Oh my.
Beautiful one. Now, I was expecting the pass there, but it will work out regardless. Swamp will just ding it into the back of the net. An absolute rocket of a shot. We're even. We're 2-0 now.
It's almost like we're seeing a little bit of the effect of experience here. Penley, under the bright summit mountain lights of the Atlas Cup. T-Bone has been here many times before. But Penley is, honestly, I think he should have had that shot.
It was close, but no cigar. Now is
I know that Tropics, they've definitely been talking themselves up very highly in the preseason scrims. They were absolutely destroying people, but in the real cup, doesn't really matter what happens in the preseason.
They've beat every team in a row, but somehow cannot find a race to the goal at the moment. Half is going to end here in 3 minutes, and they've still yet to find a response. Trying to negotiate a goal. At this point, it's over to G-Lore. Quite the risky pass, but he does receive. He's only got egg in box at the moment, though.
Yeah,
G-Lore just being contested.
I'm very surprised that pass went through, but none of the Swamp players jumped to try and contest it. But yeah, if I would Tropics, I would just completely focus on getting at least one goal before this half is over, because it's, it feels bad coming out into the next half and being down 0-2. As soon as you see that first goal get in, then it just makes it feel so much easier.
Stolen there. So I think this will be a corner if Cheese doesn't receive it. He does. It's a good defense so far, but at the moment, it's just been Tropics getting a little bit desperate. They're kind of scrapping for stuff at this point, Cairo, but it's up to Dumb Matt here. Oh boy, the defensive player has just gotten a whole lot more aggressive here. Waldo, though, putting the wall in his name. Cannot seem to clear it, though. Egg over to Dumb Matt. No one to receive that, though. Kingston going to jump onto the opportunity, but G-Lore now has it. We talk about how G-Lore is the one that can spearhead these attacks and spearhead these goals. They absolutely need this one before the half ends here. Egg receiving, but Waldo right in his way. Pass back to G-Lore. It's just a game of stalling at this point. Tropics looking for the perfect opportunity. Tries to cut it between Yui. But Yui, just a goddamn missile.
They're trying to get it, in between those two defenders, but that's two people that you have to squeeze it through, and that's just, double as hard. Cheese is just trying to basically sit in the same spot in the middle of the goal and just get fed the ball, but you see there, Swamp knows what they're trying to do. Immediately they had Sono and Yui on Cheese, just completely locked him up.
G-Lore in a 1v2. Cheese Master in the box there. Waldo again. This is a defender that not a lot of people have been talking about, and I think at this point it's become, a negotiation here, a little bit of a discussion to open. Is Waldo really as bad as people make him out to be? Because right now his fundamentals are strong. He is being a very smart core player over the head of Penley, who just bonks it off. It's a save.
Very nice save. That is a save. Even if he doesn't grab it. If it goes off of the goalie and into the back line, then it is a save and a goal kick.
Bounce right into Yui Kree's Waldo.
Again, unfortunate. I mean, Waldo, he's just such a presence. Even there's been multiple situations where it's been a one-on-one with a Tropics offensive player, and then Waldo, he is just so hard to get past. I mean, people like to doubt him, but he just always ends up showing up on the defensive side.
Speaking of showing up, Sono Keto in the air. Holy!
A little bit of a slow shot, so not too much of a problem for Penley.
Up
Looking
like
for a big
Sputnik.
dynamite kick into the middle. Going to be a bit of a scramble.
Minute of extra time now as well. This is a chance that Tropics could possibly have. However, it's absolutely nothing. I don't know if that's right. I don't think the half is over. Yeah, extra time now.
Oh, yeah.
For Swamp or Tropics to try and make an opportunity happen. They have a minute, and Tropics are in dire straits right now. Yui creases up as well. Potential 3-0 coming up. Sono Kito, it's a good pass there, but Cheesemaster, good positioning. Absolutely reads that like a book, and now it's fast, fast, fast. Up like the Flash. They want to make this one go into the back net of Swamp.
They do have 1 minute, and it's not a lot of time, but you can take your time and get this set up, because as soon as you lose this possession, you're really not going to have another chance. And there it is.
And Norbo can just play around with this one as well.
And Swamp can easily take 30 seconds, and he's taking his time. No goal kick, so T-Bone is allowed to take it out.
Sono
looking for Yui.
He's got Yui open. This isn't good. This is not good.
Oh my goodness.
If you're unfamiliar right now, the name of the game is shoot in the bottom left corner against Penley. And unfortunately, that identity is very true. Sono Kito now trying to shoot it up. But as the seconds dwindle down, it's tragedy here for Tropics. A very early start that has been absolutely anything but positive. As Yui Kreese and Sono Kito and co. get up 3-0.
We got no Roblo leaving. I'm assuming just to reset his computer or something. We already have the Tropics dropping the ping awful. My goodness. We have the pre-Johns coming out. Honestly, I'm dumbfounded.
Well,
this is not how I expected this to go down, honestly.
Oh, absolutely not. This is the start to the cup that everyone was predicting against. Swamp, a team that a lot of people have been confused about. I mean, to put it lightly, this team has a lot of question marks surrounding it. Kingston hasn't played in a very long time. Scrims, he hasn't been very active on that. And Yui Kreese with the most expensive purchase, I think, maybe in BCS history as well. Many people are wondering if he's going to live up to his name.
Yeah, I think people were questioning the paying that much to get Yui, but I mean, this is a very, very dangerous offensive trio. Sono, Yui, and Kingston, they're all players you really need to worry about, and if they're in the deep box.
I mean, we saw how many opportunities they were making just off of little fast breaks there. All the while, it was Tropics trying to set up these triangulated attacks and positions, and they can't even score a goal. But these little lightning quick breaks, these opportunities, these very, very short opportunities.
Yeah, honestly, it's been a lot of... It's not that Swamp is overwhelming offensively, but their defense is just so good and their positioning is great that Tropics just get caught off the back foot, and they just get just enough space to get that shot off. And they're hard shots. Like,
oh yeah,
it's not surprising that Penley hasn't saved all of these. However, I am surprised that No Roblo is doing really good in goalie currently.
Oh yeah, fantastic. I mean, I think there's been 3 or 4 shots in net that have been only No Roblo, only T-Bone. That's that 4-time cup experience right there. But he's doing a phenomenal job so far in the net, and it is just helping Swamp's success all the more. Waldo also having an absolutely fantastic game. Fantastic. I mean, I want you could have a dictionary of words to try and describe just how good Waldo is doing, but I think the one that we can talk about is just positioning.
Big.
Yeah, big, massive.
I mean, he is just he's everywhere. You know, if they try to pass the ball up to get a cherry pick opportunity, he's all over it. While they're having the half court offense, trying to get something started with the defense all set up, he is just on top of everything. Yeah, and the Swamp is they're just good at stealing. They've been getting a lot of steals. Not just in, the half court setup, but also in transition. Tropics have just been having some trouble getting the ball down the field. They just can't get a fast break opportunity. right now.
No,
They
absolutely
they've
not.
they've been having to really work for their goals currently.
It's the Cheese Master system, right? It's to strategize and to implement a slow walking play style where you just set up aggressively, but whenever you just stack 4 swamp members inside of the ball or inside of the net, it becomes a little bit more difficult. I mean, you have 3 very defensive heavy players. You have T-Bone, Kingston, and Waldo. Now, Kingston, he's good at setting up those passes, but he's also good at rotating back when he needs to and assisting Waldo and being able to hold that back line down. It has been very successful. A stronghold in the swamp net. While we want to give Norable credit, it's credit to the other 4 players as well who have not been allowing Tropics to make these shots happen.
Yeah, they've been making it very easy on T-Bone at this point. I mean, Jeetlore, when he gets an opportunity, there's pretty much only one direction he can shoot in, and that makes it so much easier when you're playing goalie. It's just completely simple. You have much less margin of error.
Yeah. And at the moment, anything but, you know, I do think that Tropics are in a position where they need to ramp it up. These strategic Cheese Master system plays, they're not going to work in the 15 minutes that you have. Those 15 minutes fly by. You need to make sure that you can get into the net and just get a shot in. That's Jeetlore's speciality as well. Enable your players that are just super aggressive to make those aggressive plays. Cheese Master is very good at receiving and giving passes. Play to your strengths. Make it quick. Make it snappy. 3 goals is a hefty ask. And with only 15 minutes left to do it, quite the game.
I guess Eucris has a yellow card. I don't know if I remember seeing him foul somebody, but
He did. He fouled someone at the.
Oh, okay. I did not see that, but that's a thing to look at because if he fouls 2 more times, he is out.
Yeah,
out of the game, and that's a very big player to lose.
Red cards don't happen often, but they're painful when they do, and it could really open up something here for Tropics. But the estimation is that it's not going to happen, and I think the estimation for Tropics at this point is they have no advantages going into this. There's nothing going their way. This kickoff advantage that they have going for them, gone within the snap of a finger. You got to make this one perfect. I do think that Tropics quite literally have to play the perfect game at Blockland Soccer in order to win this one.
Very much so. I mean, just to make it not go into overtime, you just score 4 goals in 15 minutes. So that is a lot of goals in a rather short time. They're going to need at least 1 or 2 fast break opportunities, and then maybe they can squeeze by with some setup offense. But Swamp is just on top of it, especially now that there's no curve passes anymore. There's not many opportunities to get the ball into the small box.
Yeah, and a lot of people have been kind of saying that Sono Keto without those curves is, a shell of what he once was. And I think, already game 1, we're happy. Yeah, I was gonna say we're already happy to prove that one wrong, as it has been a stellar game. But Norobo's back, so the assumption is that we get underway. Ugh, Blockland. We love it. How absolutely dog shit it is.
Just a big ball of I just got zapped. Okay, never mind. I was in the way. I was in the way of all the buttons. My bad. I'm
gonna make sure I'm just not getting zapped here.
We're back in. We're back in it. Big pass into Jeetlore, but it's over his head. He still got it though.
You need.
Oh, but Waldo, he's just there.
Trying to clear it though. Egg and Jeetlore stacking on top of him. They've got him clear. There's only 3 in net now, but big block there from Sono Keto, trying to get it up to Cheese Master. However, there is no possible way, as it is received there from Swamp over to possibly Sono Keto, but Jeetlore is there for the block. So this is the fast break that they need. It's up to Cheese Master. Waldo, if it gets past Waldo, this is the opportunity that Tropics could possibly have here.
No. Oh, but he still got it.
Cut
into
Jeetlore.
Very, very close. It's just by a very slight margin that Tropics is not making these passes, but once the ball is away from you, then you got to work so hard to get the ball back. Unless someone messes up like that and just gives you one.
Personal error will now force 3 Tropics players on the move here. Egg and Cheesemaster in box. Dumbmat there to assist from the back line. Sonokito up in the air. G-Lore, however, taking his sweet time here. Not making this pass. Dumbmat clears over to Egg, but Yui Kreese is there again. The hitbox of 2 people fused into one. An absolutely massive player, much like Waldo. But Egg and Cheese trying to clamp this one down. It's a beautiful play, but hasn't worked out.
Cheese with the bag on his head, obviously not feeling worthy of wearing the Sassuolo chicken head at this moment.
Why should you? I mean, it's just been a tough game.
Yeah,
Rough standings. Even these 30-second breaks here from Swamp are time wasted. You're looking at the clock if you're Tropic here, but that's a big one there.
Oh.
Waldo's the only one back to defend. There's a
G-Lore's
possibility that we get our first goal here from Tropics. No way! Waldo! Oh my
That's
goodness!
Waldo. That's just Waldo. He's cool as a cucumber, and in fact, he looks a little bit like a cucumber in his swamp outfit. But he just cannot get past the man. You cannot shake him. G-Lore, I mean, that's what he had to do. He had to try and draw the defense away from Egg, or just make a fast enough decision to get in to the small box, but just took a little bit too long, and Waldo was able to get on top of him.
Waldo is just playing an agonizing defense here for Tropics. Shot over to Sonokito, but Dumbmat.
Oh, they're looking for the cherry picks to Egg, but I just don't know if it's gonna work. Waldo is just on top of him.
Yeah, and Egg is known for that cherry picking playstyle. Yui Kreese over G-Lore. Sonokito there to receive. 2 very powerful strikers now in the box, and it's danger here for Tropics. It could be a game-ending goal. Swamp Power still waiting for this one. Shot over Kingston. Pass. Looking for his first goal of the cup. Not there, though.
Waldo's there, though.
Look at the time that's being wasted, Cairo. I mean, 3 minutes down already. Tropics have got, one opportunity at this point?
The Tropics needed to have a goal already by this point. It's just every second ticking away is just so painful for Tropics.
You're going to need a goal every 4 minutes if they even want to bring this to OT. Every 3 minutes if they want to win.
And you can tell that, honestly, at these Tropics players, they're a little bit shaken. I mean, they're making not quite so smart of decisions as they were before, just trying to force the ball up. Like in this situation, this is, yeah. I mean, no Roblo gets that every time. That's the problem with those floater passes into the big box. With the addition of goalie gloves, if the goalie gets on top of it, he can just snatch it right out of the air. And that's your possession over with. Cheesemaster, the Tropics were playing a very good... They're playing good defense at this point. They're not really giving them too many opportunities.
That's in, though. G-Lore now in a 1-versus-1 with Waldo. Kingston's going to collapse. This is the chance that Tropics needed! Are you kidding me, Waldo? He gets it, but Tropics still up here. Cheesemaster looking for anything he possibly can. Pass over to Drydas. He might just go for the shot, but it's stolen. That's a corner kick. Tropics still have possession of the ball, but at what cost of time? It's just deadly right now here for Tropics. Very bad territory. Shot over, but it's not going to be picked up there from no Roblo. G-Lore. This is the chance that they have, but it's just stolen.
They just take half a second too long, and it just lets the Swamp team get back in. But this is Cheese. It's a 3-on-2.
Oh no! Right into no Roblo.
Oh, you could just see Cheese's head snap back in pain at that. That was the perfect opportunity they needed.
Polarizing play here from Swamp. Egg has it, though. Good self-passing, potentially a pass setup as well. Kingston, however, is there for that. He is not worried to get aggressive on this one. Yui Kreese trying.
The Swamp players, they're feeling a little bit swaggy at the moment. We're seeing some spins and a lot of jump dribbling. But I don't think you can get too cocky against this Tropics team. They're still dangerous.
Looks like Swamp just want to send Tropics home already. Kingston, oh no. Don't go gentle into that. Good night. Tropics, they have no chance at this moment in time. 3 minutes have elapsed since our last count.
It's a 2-on-1, but Waldo.
Oh, no. It's right into Waldo. I mean, what is this positioning from Waldo? It is absolutely insane. He passes it to no man's land.
That's unfortunate, but honestly, that's probably the first mistake I've even seen Waldo make this entire game.
absolute golden performance from him, and it's going to be immediately responded with a mistake of Tropics. The personal play here is not working out, though. Kingston.
Oh, what?
A blunder. It bounces back. Cheesemaster now. This is the best chance they've had.
Yes.
And shot right into the right corner, right off the post, and Swamp finally crack under the pressure.
That's exact. Oh my goodness, the little bit of toxicity here from Jeetlor. Absolutely took that guy out. Very, very toxic play.
Guns it up, though.
No yellow for that though. It was.
Oh no!
Not during play. This is dangerous. Oh,
that's not the bounce that anyone expected there. Usually headers just go flying above, but that one bounced right back into the side of Swamp. But speaking of Swamp, three players crowded around that other half of the field. Sonokito up like a missile. Jump. He's got Kingston up as well. It's completely clear here for Swamps. All they need to worry about is Cheesemaster, but a shot from the big box.
I was scared. I was scared there. That would have been a demoralizer there for Penley and the Tropics team. Finally getting a goal, but now just to go down again. This is dangerous too. Penley's out of goal.
What? Penley, what are you doing? Oh my goodness.
It's him. It is in fact Himley.
He is him.
He is him. We've been looking for him. Well, we found him.
Egg receives though.
Matt. Up to Egg. Cheese.
Oh, that was really good.
That was the system almost working out.
Cheesemaster though.
Jeetlor wide open.
Out the kinks of this attack here. Jeetlor over to Egg. This is it. The chance that they had, but it's stolen immediately. Everyone crowded around the box.
That's so unfortunate. That was, if Egg just got that ball, he would have had a very good opportunity.
Now Cheesemaster though, he still has a chance. It's over to Dumb Matt. No one is open though. Cuts it across, and unfortunately, nobody receives that out of the four players in front.
But it's not a goal.
Yeah.
So Egg is free to pressure No Robble at this moment.
But what does that pressure really do for you at the moment? Looking for a super kick.
Not really much. Like it's just wasting time, which you can't get any more back at this point.
You can't afford to stall.
You increase Sono.
Oh, that was a good pass there. Sono just unfortunately unable to receive it. Swamp. The main issue right now, and I know this is going to sound very, very simplistic, but the main issue right now is that even though Swamp aren't getting these goals, they're wasting so much time up front. Uicrease is open there. Jump shot is no good for Sonokito. Now, Tropics, any chance that they get, it has to be a fast break. Jeetlor's up to the left. He's got an opening, potentially Egg does as well, but Sonokito is also right on top of Cheesemaster, looking for anything there. The steal is good, and Kingston's going to receive, trying to pass back to the goalkeeper. Jeetlor again, maybe the second goal. No! That's a tragedy. That could have been the equalizer. That could have been what puts Swamp in a dangerous position, but now Swamp are looking all the brighter here.
They still very much have a lot of time to get these goals, but those missed opportunities, they really hurt at this point, especially when you're down. Good pass up to Egg. Egg can't hold on to it for too long.
6 minutes for Tropics to score 2 goals, and they might have one here. Pass over to Cheesemaster again, missing those shots. Just personal mistakes on the side of Tropic. Cheese, possibly another opportunity, looking to get past Uicrease and Sono, but they are just too big. It'll be cleared, but again, time is wasted.
The Swamp just knows that Cheese wants to go for those jump setups, and the weakness with that is that you have to dribble the ball in front of you in a direction that you can get a shot on the goal, and that makes it very predictable. And if you just have one player pressuring up top and then another a little bit further away from the offensive player, then you're going to pick up that ball very often.
Uicrease, very wide open. Sonokito looking for that one, but Penley, good grab. Not a goal kick. Passes over to Dumb Matt. So, now Tropics, they have 3 players ahead, but again, look at Uicrease and Sono. The cavalry is arriving. They're going to have to be quick on this one. Pass over to the middle of the box. It's no good. I don't know what.
They had to go for Egg there. Yeah. That's the dangerous pass you can't go for. You're trying to go over the top of 2 players, and you're just not going to get that through.
Now Sonokito locked in here inside of the box. Uicrease. It's a 2 versus 4 inside the net, but it's a pass to Kingston! Oh, you completely forgot about the midfielder who made his advance, and that might have just been a stake driven into the heart of Tropics in their first game.
That indeed may be the dagger. Tropics just in the same position they were in 10 minutes ago, down by 3. And now they really got to hope for a miracle in this situation.
G-Lore, possible break here. Cheesemaster is sort of open, but it's a shot there. Norablo receives. What a stellar game here from T-Bone. The man who held up the cup now holds the ball in his hands after multitudes of important saves. But Egg might have just stolen it away. Cheesemaster, it needs to happen, and it does. Back left corner.
He had to get
Cairo,
that.
they're not dead.
It's not over. It is not over at all. This Egg,
oh my goodness, Egg.
Big.
There's 3 people up. Walter's the only one back. Egg has anyone to pass to. Cheesemaster receives. Oh, but no roll. It's a stunning game from him. Tropics, again, it's a fast attack. They're making it work. G-Lore, a beautiful save from T-Bone again. You joking me, T-Bone?
They're going too high. They got to go for the low shots. T-Bone, he's having the opportunity to jump for all these balls, and it's just making it that much easier.
T-Bone loves
goodness
balls.
gracious. He cannot get his hands off of them at this moment.
North Ken Sonokita, though. Yui Kreese is broken into the Tropics defense. It's a pass. It's a good one, too. But the steal is even better.
This is dangerous.
Not received there by Penley. Oh, no, it's not over just yet. 2v2 in the box. Penley, he's
Penley,
got past it. No! Penley, a little too overzealous, a little too gluttonous. It's one of the 7 deadly sins, and it's a deadly game here on the side of Swamp. 5-2. They might have just ended it here. 3 minutes plus extra time. That's all they got.
I am completely dumbfounded. This is just the most insane. This is the most insane way that this game could have gone. Just Tropics just not converting on their good opportunities early, and it's just come back to bite them. This is dangerous.
Damat holding up, though. Does receive the ball up to Egg.
Egg
has definitely shown better
Cheese
on the
has got
second
it.
half.
Can he get past Waldo? He gets past.
Oh my goodness! T-Bone! You cannot have asked for a better goalkeeping performance in your entire lifetime. Putting up MVP performance right now.
He gets the MVP of this game for sure. For sure. So many hard shots that has just been completely and utterly snatched out of the air, just like Penley did right there. We do have 2 minutes of extra time, so it's not over.
Cheesemaster, a big receive. It's a one-on-one in the net. No way!
He's shaking.
What am I witnessing? I'm witnessing a Michael Jordan flu game out of T-Bone.
This is insane.
This is historical.
I cannot believe what I'm watching.
It's so frustrating when you make a mistake on the side of Swamp, you play perfectly on the side of Tropics, and the only person back is your goalkeeper. And after all of that, you still cannot break through. 2 minutes of added time. 2 minutes 30 seconds.
He's got to get it up. He's got to get it up. He's got to get it up. There's only one. They got to make a fast decision. Oh, but they're passing outside of the goal. Oh my goodness.
Right into the hands of T-Bone as well. Unfortunately, it's getting to the point where Tropics are shooting right at the goalkeeper. You could not have asked for a better performance from your goalkeeper on the side of Swamp, and Yui Kreese and Sonokita looking to end this one, looking to shut the book on page 1 of the Atlas Cup. However,
honestly, at this point, it has been my, what the?
He got RKO'd.
They just cracked an egg right on the field.
Penley now.
Big pass
up.
Extra
time.
But
That's
it's a 2.
This is it.
It's a 2-on, or it's a 4-on-2 actually. I didn't see much going the way of Tropics there, but unless
G-Lore? Oh my gosh, Kingston.
He passed a little too late. Just a fraction of a second too late, and the Swamp defenders got there.
Egg has been playing phenomenally this second half, but it hasn't come to anything. Yui Kreese over to Sonokito. A 6-2 is a possibility, and it is indeed. The 2 minutes of added time are only going to be utilized by Swamp.
This is insane. There definitely was 3 goals that Tropics should have had in the bag, but they just keep. It's like T-Bone has a magnet on him or something. They just keep shooting it straight at him.
A goal every 15 seconds right now is what Tropics need. And if that sounds impossible, it's because it is. Yui Kreese as well. A one-on-one in the net. Unless Dumbat can collapse on this, it seems like Swamp will collapse on top of Tropics. 6-2. The save is good, though, from Penley.
They need to get up. ASAP. This is too much time to be wasting. The Swamp defenders, they're already getting back. He's got to get it into Egg. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh no.
The pressure.
Much like the backdrop, it's a tough mountain to climb for Tropics, and they've got another game after this. If the mental is chalked after the Swamp matchup, I mean, what can you say? Whistle is blown on accident. Sono Kido has Yui Kreese up. Sono Kido has a one-on-one. Yui Kreese bottom right. And it's a 7-2.
Uh-oh, we've got Whistlegate. We've got Whistlegate version 2.
What?
Meat Sail blowing the whistle and Tropics asking for a gimme only to be down 2-6 instead of 2-7. I don't know. I don't think that would really help them that much. And that's it. That's game 1.
Wow.
2 Swamp. 7
Call the police.
goals.
I just witnessed a murder.
I gotta say, if Tropics were thinking about going to a tropical island or something, they better cancel their vacation dates right now because they need to get in the lab. That was insane. That was absolutely insane.
The wait is over. We've had our first cup game, and it has been a travesty. A 7-2 scoreline. A scoreline that none of us expected. This looked like it was potentially the closest game of the season. But no, it's not to be.
It just completely, the defense on Tropics side just collapsed. And the defense, the offense on Swamp was not the craziest part of their team. Their Waldo and T-Bone were just completely holding it together.
They were competing for like the best player in the match at that point.
Yeah, at this point, it's definitely Waldo or T-Bone could get MVP. But I think I definitely have to give the nod to T-Bone because those were some crazy goals. A lot of situations where you almost look away from the screen and you think you're completely done.
Get some interviews in here.
Shut up, Sono! Jesus!
Interviews?
I don't know. I don't think we have time for interviews, to be honest.
Yeah, we have to go right into Polar.
We absolutely do, which means it's my time to leave. I'm gonna assume that we're gonna cut to a break, Alan. I hope you're listening. But Game 2, Polar versus Tropics. Tropics, a absolutely heartbreaking start to their season, but they have a chance to recover and get their record up to 1-1. Will Vonsky and crew managed to steal away another Polar victory. A first Polar victory. Or will Tropics make up and equalize after a tragic Game 1? Congratulations to Swamp on the 7-2. We'll be right back with game number 2 between Polar and Tropics.